Think about this. You're in Asia. It's after midnight, and you think everyone's asleep. But for me, gallivanting late at night in Seoul to basking in the after-midnight decadence of Taipei and the blissful parties of Hong Kong, I've begun to understand one thing. Asian cities never sleep past midnight. My name is Jamie Aditya, your jaded daytime tourist after midnight traveler. Singapore, man, it's great to be back in Singapore. You know, I used to live here for about 6 or 7 years, and it's a nice place to come back to. But the thing about Singapore is it's constantly changing all the time. It's a real sort of crossroads, you know, one of those places where people are constantly moving on. And you can meet people from all over the world. But, you know, I got my shades on and colors up, so I'm ready for anything. Let's do this. Singapore.
So here I am in the streets of Singapore, a tiny island with a population of over 4 million people and growing. It's a multicultural city-state, an urban landscape filled with the cosmopolitan juggernaut of high-rise buildings, jam-packed roads and non-stop human traffic. With after-midnight shopping malls, 24-hour supper joints and an endless stream of tourists, shoppers and partygoers, Singapore is truly a city that never sleeps. But I'm not interested in going down the well-trodden path of the consummate tourist. I want something else. Something different. And what better way to immerse myself in the city than to have one of its own show me around?
So, what is this place?
It's the clinic.
The clinic.
Meet Holly, a familiar face in the local social scene. Born and bred in Singapore, Holly is a model and a former teacher to boot.
Wait till the nurses get to you.
The Clinic at the Canary is a bar unlike any other. Take a look around and you'd notice something rather strange.
Look at the lights. Operating light.
I noticed that before.
We have
and the
trays.
wheelchairs?
This is all like,
how cool is that?
like an operating table and the wheelchairs.
And if you look at the menu, snacks on the drip. Which one do you fancy?
I just want a beer.
Oh, don't burp.
The waiters are dressed in nurses' uniforms, waiting on surgical tables with wheelchairs for seats and drinks served from IV drips, test tubes, and bedpans.
Mine's alright. How's the girl version?
I must say, drinking out of an IV drip does take some getting used to. After the cool chic of the clinic, I'm pumped up and ready to turn it up a notch. And Holly says that she knows just where to take me. Salsa is a high-octane, heart-pumping dance that requires a healthy body and an untamed spirit. And Union Square is the place for the salsa soul. One of the oldest salsa establishments in Singapore, Union Square features a live Latin band with thumping beats and a sprawling dance floor complete with disco lights and swinging singles ready to go. And when it comes to salsa in Singapore, there is no better master than my old friend Gibson Pierre.
This here, my friends, is who I like to call the king of salsa. Well, tell me about yourself, Gibson. I mean, you're from Haiti originally.
Yes, I'm born in Haiti, grew up in Montreal, traveled in the world, and then one fine day I tell myself, I'm going to stop in Singapore, and then I did. And that's where I started 10 years back. And now salsa in Singapore is kind of all over the place. Just the people enjoying themselves, This is my satisfaction. Just sitting down, seeing people dancing and having fun.
I took some lessons with Gibson. When was that? Like 9 years ago?
9 years back?
Let's see what he's taught me.
There you go.
Okay, I'm gonna do that little.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, here he goes. Okay.
He loves that move. He loves that move. There you go.
See that? He taught me that.
The word salsa is Spanish for sauce or something spicy. And looking around the dance floor, it isn't hard to see why. Originating from a mixture of different Caribbean and African dance forms, it is a sensuous and flirtatious dance that unabashedly requires a coordinated fusion between man and woman.
Tonight, I'm not here alone. I'm here with my friend here, Holly.
Lovely, Holly. How's it going, Holly? Good to see you. Why not? Let's just,
How can we teach Holly how to dance salsa?
Very simple. All what you have to do is get a very close contact with her.
You're nervous, right?
Yeah.
The cameras are rolling.
You don't have to be that stressed about it. It's just very simple. All right?
Okay.
What you have to do, you're just going to follow him. Every time that he go towards you, you're going to walk away from him.
Okay.
Okay, very simple. If I walk away from you, you go here. Then after that, you go towards me. That's it. That's all what you have to do. And just follow him.
Easy, right?
Yeah? So I'm gonna leave you to dance with Holly right now.
Okay. I'm always stepping, you know what? I was so excited about dancing with my wife and I kept stepping on her feet and I felt so bad. Hey, but this is good. This is right.
There you go. She is following.
With short skirts, gyrating hips, and, well, close contact between partners, salsa dance raises the temperature under the collar. It isn't hard to see why a Latin dance like salsa is gaining popularity in Singapore. After all, this is a nation that embraces the fusion of different cultures, just like salsa itself.
Oh, man. That's so much fun.
That was cool.
I forgot how much I love salsa.
Holly impressed me a little more than you.
Oh, really?
Because for a few seconds and she'd be able to follow you and all your prisoners and all that stuff. She's good.
She did good.
You're still my friend, and that will never change.
I love you, Gibson. It's good to see you again.
I love you, buddy.
Man, Holly, man, thank you so much for,
Yeah.
So I wasn't that bad at leading, right? But the difference between me dancing and with him dancing.
So much difference.
I know. But if you're ever in Singapore, after 12 o'clock and you feel like, you have a love for everything Latino, or Latino, I should say.
Yeah?
This place is great, man.
Yeah.
So come on down.
Yeah. And let's do some salsa.
Bailar, azúcar.
Dancing my way into the night with good company and great music, I can't wait to discover more of Singapore after 12. Next up on After 12 Singapore, I discover the sport of sepak takraw and chill out to the tunes of in-car entertainment. After the previous night of hedonistic fun, I'm ready for more. And Holly tells me to meet her in sporting gear and warns me that what follows involves 6 other sweaty men.
So Holly, you asked me to change into a t-shirt, which I don't mind getting drenched in sweat. What are we about to do?
We're gonna play this game. Sepak takraw.
Sepak
Takraw.
takraw. Can we do that on purpose?
Sepak means kick, and takraw is the woven rattan ball. This is a simple game originating from Malaysia and Thailand way back in the 15th century. Now, more than 20 countries worldwide have recognized sepak takraw as a competitive sport.
So yeah, this game, sepak takraw.
Yes, sepak takraw. Yes,
I've seen it in the ASEAN game,
Yep,
in the
it
ASEAN
is.
games, and I know you use your feet a lot.
Yes, correct. This game is actually 3 person per side, and there are actually 3 positions: the server, the setter, and the killer.
The aim of the game is to prevent the ball from touching the ground using any part of your body. And me being the sportsman that I am, well, I'm ready to give it a go.
You ready to do this?
Yes.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Come on, let's go play.
Let's go.
You know, there's something refreshing about exercising after midnight when everyone else is asleep.
You getting all this?
All right, man.
These guys regularly meet for a kickabout. And since all you need is a rattan ball, a net, and a simple court, it's easy to get into the sport. Anyone can play. Oh, well, almost anyone.
I'm just going to visualize. You still have the visualizing point of the game. Goes out. Come on.
Okay, we won.
Good job, man. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love this game. Yeah. Good game, man. Good game, man. Love you guys. Good game, man. Good game, man. Okay, man. Take care, guys. Okay, I hope I taught you a thing or two. Good game, guys. Good game.
All that male bonding has put me in the mood for more guy stuff. That of pounding music and roaring engines. Apparently this car park at Kallang Leisure Park is a hot spot for car enthusiasts to gather and show off their, well, cars. This is a platform for an assortment of pimped up rides such as in-car boomboxes to hardcore speed machines.
I feel like we stumbled upon a secret society or something, you know?
Really?
Tell me about this gathering.
Okay, we are actually a group of ice lovers.
Ice lovers?
Yes.
What is ice?
Okay, ice is actually a short form of in-car entertainment.
In-car entertainment, or ICE, is the souping up of cars with woofers, subwoofers, speakers, and amplifiers, you name it, to provide the ultimate audio experience.
It looks a bit like a bomb, you know, with the with the different colored liquids. When they mix, it blows up, sort of thing, you know.
Those two are actually capacitors.
Capacitors.
Yes.
Like in Back to the Future.
Yep.
Is this a time machine?
No, it's not a time machine.
If you're looking to pimp up your ride like these guys, be prepared to loosen your purse strings. A high-end speaker can cost thousands of dollars, which makes this a rather expensive hobby indeed.
Wow, man, this is amazing. And so what do you do when your mother-in-law, say, wants you to pick her up at the airport, and, you know, and where do you put the bags?
The bags go to the second row, and she gets to take the front seat.
And she takes the front seat. I never let my mother-in-law sit in the front seat. Yep.
Yeah.
But if she goes, yep, I suppose you just turn the music louder.
Exactly.
Ah, that's the reason. I gotta get me one of these, man. Can I sit in the front and listen to...
Yes, please.
I wanna, you know, listen with my third ear.
Please.
I'm told that dB drag racing or decibel drag racing is the term given to competitions where cars compete to produce the loudest sound. In fact, Vincent tells me that some cars can go so loud that it breaks the human threshold for pain and literally produces ear-splitting music. Next up on After 12, I take a look at the Mines Cafe and trawl through the forests of Singapore looking for ghosts. Meet Kelvin, manager of the Mines Cafe and a board game aficionado extraordinaire. This is the aptly named Mines Cafe, where anybody can sit back and put their wits to the test.
Let me get this straight. You know every single game here, like
I would
how to play
say
it.
I would know most of them here, almost everything here.
I don't believe you.
I mean, you
I
can
wanna
pick a game.
challenge you.
Yeah, sure.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Sure. Let's do this.
The cafe is open till the wee hours of the morning for nocturnal creatures who believe in the sharpening of their intellect even after midnight. From strategy to trivia to word and even war games, Mind's Cafe has it all to satisfy the most avid gamer out there.
Next card.
Ball. Oh, ball. There's a waterfall.
Ah!
You know, board games have been known to exist since 3500 BC, where the earliest examples were found in ancient Egypt. Studies have shown that even rudimentary board games elevate the human mind to a higher level of lucidity. It's no surprise then to find board games as popular today as it was then.
One card.
It's nice to know a place where I can go after midnight for a simple game of cards, even if it is to lose to these guys.
One card.
Three cards.
One card, two card.
You guys let me win, didn't you? You guys are nice guys. I'm coming back here again. I feel good.
From the streets of Orchard Road, I take a turn and find myself face to face with a different challenge, that of the ectoplasmic kind. Meet the APIs. They are the elite, the best at what they do.
So Charles, here we are. What are we doing here?
We are just outside the gate of Bukit Brown Chinese Cemetery. It's the second largest cemetery in Singapore. It's API Playground, in fact.
API. What is the API?
API stands for Asia Paranormal Investigator, and I'm the founder of this group.
Have you ever seen a ghost, or are you a believer?
Well, I have to believe in something in order to start it out.
So what do you use to detect these sort of things, like to prove whether they're there or not?
Our instrument basically help to enhance or extend our sense of this world. For example, our sense of touch. You see, we need to feel something to feel it's warm. No? But this is a non-contact infrared thermometer. It sends out a beam and it bounces off you.
Ow! Hey, what are you? Oh, it does.
No, it doesn't hurt.
Is that set to? Oh, it's set to stun. Yeah, so
it doesn't stun.
It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it just tell you that. For example, you have a surface temperature of 33 degrees.
33.
Yes.
Can I see that? And you have 0.
No, you gotta go. Measure again.
You're dead, man. No. What is that?
This is a sound enhancer. Basically, you just wear it over.
I think I've seen these in like spy movies, where they point it at the window across the way and can hear everything.
When you press the trigger, you can hear everything.
I'm hearing like a moaning, something like that.
You sure? Actually, your dish is pointing back at your stomach.
I'm hungry. Yeah, it's haven't had dinner yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's no better chance for you if you want to see something than now. If you are lucky.
Let's do this then. I'm ready. I'm armed. You know, we have our little gadgets. Even have tissue in my back pocket just in case I get, some ectoplasmic slime on me. I can just wipe it away. Okay. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Come on, Charles. Let's go. In this lake, and she was staying in this one room and was killing somebody, and then she woke up and she was strangling him.
Fan sitting on the tomb and smiling at her.
Is something behind me? No?
I must say, trudging through the forest looking for spirits is not something I'm excited about. But hey, at least I'm not alone.
I think my wife might see this and get jealous. I better stop holding your hand now.
Yeah, right.
Okay, but don't get too far from me.
Yeah.
Charles?
Yeah?
Can I hold your hand?
No.
Oh, okay.
I talked to one of the tomb keepers here before.
What did he say?
He said that in front there's a banana tree. He ever saw a white figure flying just to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right.
that's what they call a Pontianak, right?
Yeah, correct. That's what they call the Pontianak. And it's that tree over there. You can...
Whoa.
And in fact, sometimes when we see figures darting in the dark, we have no idea whether they are the tomb keepers
or the tomb keepers' friends.
Yeah.
Charles?
Yes?
What are we doing here? What is this place?
We are standing actually in front of a tomb. No? There's a tomb inside. It's the tomb of a guy by this name.
Tan Bun Cheng.
Yes.
Did you hear that?
You mean the dog barking?
You heard it too?
Yeah, they are everywhere. Actually, look. Do you see a tomb over here?
I see a shapeshifter.
Oh, that's a dog.
Oh, that's a dog.
Yeah.
This is the time to use our gadgets.
Yes.
It's exciting.
Let's go in and see.
The 213-acre Bukit Brown Cemetery is one of the oldest cemeteries in Singapore. It is known for its unique graves built into homes called tomb houses, such as the one we're in now. The open access draws many ghost hunting enthusiasts, such as the API, eager to catch a glimpse of the supernatural.
When I saw that house with the tombstone in it, with the tomb in it, I thought, you know, this is exactly what my house is missing. You know, it's a tomb. I mean, it's a great conversation piece. I mean, I can just imagine, you know, the guests coming in. Hey, have you seen my tomb? What was that?
And with that, I think it's time to leave the spirits alone and go back into the real world. At the end of my journey through the midnight playgrounds of Singapore, I leave with the satisfaction of having discovered just how much this city has evolved since I was last here. From salsa dancing to sepak takraw to hunting for ghosts, I've soaked it all up. And so to Singapore,
this one is for you. Oh, they've left the room now. Take care. Well, that's about it, folks. All the drinks are on me.